Hey everyone, welcome to the Digital Devils podcast where we cover the latest gaming news each week. I'm your host, Mr. Cool, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Hunter and Fallen. How's it going, my dudes?
Things are going pretty well. Good start to the week.
Just chilling like usual.
So, as always, we'll be going through all the latest gaming news, and I'll put the links in the description for all the articles we cover. We're a little late than usual, but we're still going to cover the big Xbox Series X event that happened this past week. So let's get into it. First of all, before we get into all the games, what did you guys think of the event overall?
Then overall it was okay. Showed some stuff I wouldn't personally be interested in.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like they can't go too crazy just yet because they're still trying to keep up with the original Xbox One. Still, you have games that are compatible with the Series X. So far, so we haven't seen anything too mind-blowing just yet. But I'm happy that they're showing gameplay of titles finally. Even the new what is it? It's not Life is Strange 3. It's a different thing that looks like Life is Strange from Don't Nod, and that looks pretty good.
Yeah, and like we said, there's a lot of games on this list that don't really interest me. I'm not an Xbox guy, but for the event overall, it was okay. Hellblade is what stuck out to me, but we didn't even get to see any of it. So yeah, overall it's okay. I mean, I'm not a Halo guy. I'm not a Fable guy, but I did watch the entire event, and I wasn't bored. I was never bored during the event. So.
I mean, I'll be real with you. I didn't watch the event. I was looking at the list right now, and I mean, nothing really nothing screams out to me. Nothing sticks out. I mean, there's Halo Infinite. That seems kind of on the nose since there's probably going to be infinite amounts of Halo coming out for the rest of our lives.
Actually, no. There's a conflicting report that says it might be the last one.
Wow, how ironic for the naming convention.
Well, they say the only reason it's called Halo Infinite is because it's an open world Halo game.
So, yeah, let's just get into it. Halo was the first game that was shown at the event. No surprise. And like you said, it is open world. Looks pretty cool.
I could say a little more.
Yeah.
Halo. I grew up with it. I feel like Halo is a video game. It's the only one I can say that kind of raised me.
Wow.
I've been playing Halo. I've been playing Halo since the very first one. And I can't say I played when it was popular, when the first one was popular to now. And even that throughout the years, read the books and things like that. Not even all the books. I got 5 more of those together. But anywho, there are some new features in this game. I think it's pretty cool. The grappling hook, you can finally interact with the environment somewhat and throw explosive coils at the enemies. Even the enemies throw other enemies at you. It's kind of really funny. Some of the new guns look good. No one's going to know who the enemy type is for this game, so there's going to be a lot of extra story in this one. I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, I do want to see how much of the ring you'd be able to explore. If you're able to explore the whole ring, then that would be hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay. This is we're talking bigger than the scale of GTA, but I doubt it. I want to see who the villain is, because it does show the villain at the end of the trailer, but it leaves me wondering, where did Cortana go at the end of Halo 5? No one knows. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited for it. Is it by Series X4? No. Is it because you can get it on pretty much everything else at this point? I wouldn't buy a system on it for it though.
So, as an Halo fan, you were satisfied with what you saw?
It's moving the series in the right direction.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what if you're a Halo fan and you liked what you saw, that's what matters, right? So,
Yeah.
and
But I do want to speak on this though. I do want to see how the multiplayer works out.
right, yeah, for sure.
Because the grappling hook will be a new mechanic. The air punch, the ground pound will probably still be there from the last game. I really want to see what multiplayer will be like and see what competitive scene they build off of it. Hopefully, the competitive scene will keep Halo in the spotlight for a little bit longer and encourage other games to be made, even if they're smaller in scope. But there'll always be something there for Halo. But who knows?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And unless you have more to say, we'll move on with the other games.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, all right. So the other games that were shown, we'll just get through the biggest ones. Like I mentioned, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. That was the game for me, and they didn't show anything other than mention that it will be set in Iceland. So yeah, guys, do you have any thoughts on Hellblade 2? I love the first one. I think it's an incredible game. So
I did not play the first one.
Ugh, God.
I can't say much on the first one because it's still too much for me to want to buy it.
Like,
It's
dude,
$30 now.
it's worth it, man.
$10 for me to buy it.
It's worth it.
And I'll watch it. It'll probably go on a massive sale when the second one comes out. So I'll experience them both at the same time.
Yeah, and I might get an Xbox, like that's the only way I could play this because it will not be on the PlayStation, so I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I might actually get into Xbox now.
Even if it is for that one game, then they're supposed their digital edition is going to be super cheap to buy in. So
And plus-
you can pick it up.
And plus, yeah, like there'll be other games that I could finally get into with Xbox that I've never touched before. So
Well, if you want to, have you played Halo?
I've never played.
My friend, we're doing a legendary All Skulls on run.
Okay.
That's horrible. Why would you make?
We'll just run it through on normal. We're going through. We'll go through all the games on heroic. Fine.
Sure.
Okay, it'll be a decent challenge.
Yeah, so unfortunately they didn't show much. It was just like 2 minutes of the event, but it's set in Iceland. From everything I've seen, it looks really cool. I'm super excited to continue her story. All right, so we also got State of Decay 3. The trailer looked pretty cool, even though there was no gameplay. Looked intriguing.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the State of Decay 1 or 2. I don't see the appeal of the zombie genre.
I don't know. With the zombie genre, I feel like we got oversaturated for a bit there, and
Too much too fast.
yeah, and just not a lot of it was any good.
It's true. I mean, there is a lot of zombie games, but I thought the trailer was cool. Will I ever play State of Decay 3? Probably not, but looked cool.
Okay. I mean, I know people will be excited about it, and there's nothing wrong with it. People will be excited about it.
We also got Psychonauts 2. More, and we also found out that Jack Black is featured in Psychonauts 2.
That's actually going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know Psychonauts 1 was a hit. I never got it, but I heard good things about the first one. And people were super stoked for Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, I've heard so much about the first one, and it's like, okay, that would be the type of game I would probably really like if I ever played it.
Dude, it'll be pretty good.
All right, and the other games, there's new Outer Worlds DLC for September 9th. I don't know if you guys are into Outer Worlds.
Mm.
Yeah, didn't play it.
What is the game now?
Outer Worlds.
Outer World.
Yeah, the Outer Worlds is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be really, really, really good.
And they're
It's
also
like
Yeah.
If you ever play Fallout New Vegas, it's by the same guys, so it might as well be Fallout New Vegas, but in space.
Right. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
We also got more Destiny 2. If you guys want more Destiny 2 for Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
I
Hey, I bought in, and when it went cross save, I picked up my save on PS2, finished out some stuff, and I have it on PC. And now I got more stuff to finish. They're making new content. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, but it's like when Destiny 1 came out, I thought, there was this 10-year plan for this game, and then the sequel comes out 2 years later. It's like,
Mm.
so it's like, okay, I can't really get Destiny 2 when I wasn't even satisfied with the first one.
Okay.
But anyways, there's a few more games here, like Avowed, Obsidian's next large-scale role-playing game, Forza Motorsport, Crossfire X.
I will say this about Forza Motorsport.
Yep.
They finally did the right thing and dropped the number because it's getting kind of embarrassing how many of those that are out right now. I mean, I thought Gran Turismo was bad, but at least Gran Turismo had the nerve to take a few years off.
All right, and I'll just name some of the other games, and we'll just talk about the ones we're interested in. So we also got Fantasy Star Online 2, Medium, The Gunk, Tetris Effect Connected, a new Tetris game, Stalker 2, As Dusk Falls, and also obviously Fable. So
Now, I will say this: you can play Fantasy Star Online 2 like right now. This is just the fact that it's coming to console. It's already on PC, like in the Microsoft Store, like right now, for absolutely free.
that's cool.
I have one on this list. You know what? I'm actually interested in Hello Neighbor 2. Very interesting. What do you call it? I feel like the people who made the original Hello Neighbor, they've actually been releasing a lot of content related to it, including various multiplayer games from Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek to Secret Neighbor. So I'm curious what Hello Neighbor 2 is going to bring. Because I feel like the first one kind of wrapped up, the saga of the neighbor.
I didn't even play the game, but from what I saw of that, it looked insane. For the Hello Neighbor 1. So I think that's also another thing that's going to have a good fan base when it comes out as well. Now, what I am excited for personally is the Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. I really want to see how that's going to work because it's supposed to be a new FPS in that verse. So we'll see how this works out.
And do you have any thoughts on Fable, which was the one that closed out the show?
To be honest, if I can't spend a whole day kicking chickens, then Fable's not going to be worth it for me.
Well, damn.
And if I can't be evil and have horns and flies around my head, then yeah. If they don't have the alignment system, I'm not playing.
Hey, fair enough. And I wish I could say more about it, but yeah, I've never touched Fable as well. Fable, Halo, yeah. Dude,
Fable's never both there, so I can't help you with that.
Hey, if I do get the Xbox, maybe I'll finally play it.
Let's see. There's Telling Me Why from Don't Nod, and that was another thing that's here that I liked. It seems that Don't Nod has finally found their style of storytelling. Because if anybody knows, way back they did a Devil May Cry clone called Remember Me. It's not even a Devil May Cry clone. It was like
Wait, Remember Me. I played that one. That's the one where you play as the girl named Nilin.
Yep, that was their thing. And Capcom like published it or whatever. And it didn't make the numbers that Capcom wanted. So that's when they went to Big Daddy Square Enix and got Life is Strange made.
How was Remember Me? I played like the first part and just never got back into it.
Ironic, I'm probably the only one who remembers it. But
People are asking for a second game, so you're not the only one.
I don't know. I feel like that one really turned into a cult classic. I think it was a fun game. Uh, and then the premise for the story was also relatively interesting
It was
because
like Mirror's Edge meets Assassin's Creed.
Mm.
If that's correct.
I wouldn't say Mirror's Edge meets that. Maybe because Mr. Cool actually had a decent point in comparing it to a DMC clone.
Oh, I said that.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
It kind of was like that, but also it did mix with Mirror's Edge. Because there was some parkour shit, and then there was, of course, the upgrade system where you got new abilities and shit. And then there were boss battles. I remember that.
Okay.
But usually, like, the boss battles afterwards, you would alter the memories of, what do you call it, the people that you beat, so that they would be friendly to you. And it's just this whole, when you think about it, that's morally fucked up.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Because, one of the very first people that you meet that you alter the memories of is an assassin sent to kill you. But they're only going to kill you because their husband or boyfriend is on life support, but you alter their memory. She thinks he's dead.
Okay.
And so he's still on life support. The company that's keeping him alive sent her to kill you. And now her husband's probably going to die. And she already assumes that he's dead.
Okay. That actually seems really good. I'm surprised I didn't play it.
Yeah, maybe I'll actually boot up my PS3 again, and because I still do have it. So
It's like, yeah, same here. I honestly thought, I saw it and it intrigued me, but I was like,
same, yeah, same here.
That's sad.
It's like I'm interested, but why am I not playing it? So
Now, I will give you a weird thing that I did, a weird game that I did enjoy, but I don't know why. It was called Hydrophobia, where you're on this sinking cruise ship from the future or whatever.
what
And you
is
have to
that?
navigate your way through combat and around the water in the ship or whatever before you drown. It was weird, but it was really funny. It was real fun. It wasn't funny, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I don't think I've ever heard of the game.
See, I'm the only one who remembers that.
Yeah, no.
All right, so let's wrap up the Xbox event. I mean, do you guys have any final thoughts on the event itself or any of the games?
Watch Dogs Legion wasn't worth being shown.
Mm.
I'm not really into Watch Dogs Legion because this whole play every character mechanic doesn't sit well with me because there's no agency in being able to play everyone. And there's a permadeath mechanic because of that. I'm like, if you wanted to put permadeath in Watch Dogs, you should just give us a central crew and gave us like a certain amount of tries to get through with each member. And if you lost your last guy, if you lost your last guy, then it starts the whole game over from jump. Because in I think it was Watch Dogs 2, you played a team of about 5 people. And it's like if it had been one of the main 5 that we knew from 2, hell, even Watch Dogs 1, you could have brought Aiden's emo ass in from Chicago.
Hey! Don't you dare talk trash on my man's Aiden.
I'm not talking
Best protagonist ever.
I'm not talking trash about him. I actually like him. I was saying he was kind of emo for no reason by the end of the game.
For no reason, what?
At the end of the game, he had everything he wanted. The only person he lost was Clara, but he had everything he wanted otherwise, and he still kept being emo.
That's because his fucking partner was betraying him. What do you mean? And then his, Jordy Chen, one of the best parts of the game, betrays you and shoots you.
Yeah, but the thing is, he set that up.
I mean, listen.
He set that all up to kill Damien. And I was like, I remember the ending too. I finished Watch Dogs 1. Leave me alone.
Listen, you're right, he was an emo bastard, but it's not like he was an emo bastard without reason.
Well, no. I said by the end of the game. He should have had his closure and he should have at least, been more accepting of things and took things not so seriously after that. But
I mean, there's never. That's the thing. There's never any closure for him. Sure he killed Lucky Quinn. Sure he killed Damien. But the bottom line is to him the work is never done because there's the sex trafficking thing still going on. There's all the gangs and stuff. To him, it's never over.
Well, I think there's only one reason why he was mad because I think because it was hinted at in the Bad Blood DLC for that game that him and Claire had a relationship going on at some point. And yeah, it got taken too far. So when she died, I guess he had an emotional connection to her. I guess, but then
what it really was is that he didn't get he was on the cusp of getting it in, and he got caught by bullets.
No, he did.
Did he?
That's what Bad Blood implies. T-Bone has all the evidence.
I'll play through it. Downloaded.
Okay. Well, then I say the reason why I say Aiden can be brought in is because he was in San Francisco at the point Watch Dogs 2 was going on.
You actually have to
get him out. Exactly. I would have been like, okay, give me these guys and tell me we're in London doing our thing and tell me it was characters we actually know from the first. Then okay, cool. Don't tell me I can just be anyone. And tell me I want to be cool with it. And
I mean, that's the thing. You never know. Maybe they're gonna come out in the end.
No, I don't want it to come out in the end of the game. I want them to be. It's those are the established members of DedSec. I don't want to be some slapshot version of DedSec. I want to be DedSec.
I mean, from San Francisco to London, that's a long way for them to go, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was also a huge leap in logic for them to think that we want to play a whole bunch of characters at once.
I mean, to be fair, it may having it in London. That does also make sense. They're already basically like that right now, and we're talking modern day.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's you have to do it a certain way. If the Watch Dogs game started out in London, then okay, fine. I would have been cool with that, with a whole different character, and they could have introduced this whole Legion mechanic as the first game. I would have been all right, cool. But then you're taking it in a more focused direction later. Okay, that's also cool. But don't start focused and then give us all this because you can throw the kitchen sink at it and we'll buy it.
If you think about it like this, this is par for the course for Ubisoft because I've been listening to the Assassin's Creed series. I haven't played in a hot minute, but from what I recall, you played as Desmond Miles all throughout the games and up and when Ezio's story ended, except for Connor's, you were still playing as Desmond, right?
Yeah, but even then, in Connor's story, Desmond dies.
Well, that's the thing. Desmond dies, and then who's the main character for any of these other games except for the historical character? Who is the modern day character?
Well, the thing with modern day characters is no longer needed. Modern day characters, you the player.
I mean, it's an unfocused thing. It's going from hyper focused of this is the exact version of who you are, and now it's you could be anyone. Hell, for all we know, maybe you're not the same person going through all these fucking memories.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. It's after the events of Desmond died, Abstergo continues, but as Abstergo Entertainment. So you're a guy that has interesting. You're just a guy they bring in off the street, collect his memories of your ancestor and make movies and games off of what your ancestor did. It's not, but there's still an overarching plot between Minerva and the gods and whatnot that's still going on in the background. So it's still tied in to what that is. They just knew the modern day sections got no love at all and scrapped it.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't, the game Legion isn't out yet. Who knows? Maybe it does have the tie-ins. I don't know, man.
It better. It's really better. And then I'm gonna call it out for getting lazy. Albion, really? You're gonna name your evil security company Albion when that was the original land? When that was like the original fantasy land you went through in the first Fable game? Get out of here! Not the original. All right, that's a little petty shot, but I'm not buying much on Legion.
I mean, I like Aiden Pierce. I think it's cool. um, but as for Watch Dogs Legion, I'm curiously optimistic. I think it's still going to be good. They have some cool ideas from everything I've seen so far. So I'm into it. I'm into it.
Well,
And hey, I like the first two Watch Dogs. I'm pretty sure this is going to fall in line with the first two. It's probably going to be a really good game.
the heck is this thing?
So
I didn't see the Pixel Mega thing. I'll continue.
Alright. So let's move on. And we have one more topic for today, and that is Call of Duty. Apparently, the next Call of Duty game will be Black Ops Cold War, which was leaked by Doritos. That's how we found out that Black Ops Cold War will be happening. So, a new Black Ops game. Guys, any thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War?
I've known about this one for a while. I talked about it on my own podcast, but at the time, it was rumored to have been called White Ops, but now that we officially have the title Cold War, all I can say is the story. It better, number one, have a story mode. Number two, better play as Victor motherfucking Reznov start to finish.
Yeah. But I also want someone just to yell about the numbers randomly and shake you and put you in a chair. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
You know what? You're in the afterlife, reliving the Cold War in hell. On occasion, you get a flashback to as Mason, and you're being shaken, and then you snap back to Reznov in hell. I like
what? You know what? I would like that, but they're never going to do the fun idea.
You're right.
It's Activision, let's be honest.
And now the question is are we going to get a zombies mode with this? Because this is a Black Ops game.
Oh yeah.
I've never played or enjoyed zombies, so that's all you got.
I've always enjoyed it, and allow me to continue to elaborate on this. So, Black Ops 4, easily one of the worst Black Ops games I've ever played, and the zombies really wasn't that great either. What do you call it? And God forbid, I'm not even going to talk about the Battle Royale. They only had one fun mode on there, or two fun modes on there. But that aside, let's get to the zombies. So they had two different stories going on with zombies. They had the mainline one that was spanning all the way since Black Ops 1. That was cool. I think people, wanted to see the end of that, and we got the end, even though it's kind of sad. Then there was the secondary story, where it's like an alternate timeline and shit.
Yeah.
It follows different characters, and they kind of got left off on a cliffhanger. So I'm wondering if this does have zombie mode, is that going to be continued, or are we just never going to return to that and never speak of it?
Yeah, probably never speak of it.
Okay,
That's disappointing, because I was actually curious.
So, you're into Black Ops 2 and 3 zombies.
Okay, Black Ops 3 zombies is in a very strange place. But,
yeah, we don't talk about Black Ops 3 zombies.
They introduced a lot of interesting concepts.
Shadows of Evil was pretty cool.
Shadows of Evil was a fun one. What do you call it? And then, the Zombie Chronicles, another fun thing.
Transit was
Well, that was Black Ops 2.
Oh, okay.
But Transit, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We expected it to come out in what we imagined was going to be Zombie Chronicles 2 for Black Ops 4, but they never did it.
Okay.
And to be honest, the community has rated Transit as one of the worst zombie maps.
It is.
And that's that's speaking very generally when there's quite a lot of maps. And I can understand it because the bus, I liked it. I liked everything about Black Ops 2 Zombies. That was great. best zombies experience.
Whoa,
Well, I can
whoa.
understand if you're playing, with randos in the lobby and some asshole is shooting the bus driver, you get kicked off the bus or locked in, and it's not great.
No.
Then there's trying to travel between stops and having to worry about trying to catch up with the bus, and then you have some little monkey-looking bitch, doing things to your face.
Alrighty. Tell us how you really feel.
Well, no, that's literally what the thing looked like. Because as you were running between spots, you had the denizen of the forest just come up and face fuck you.
Jeez, okay.
Okay, wait. Like, Black Ops 1, nothing can beat Black Ops 1 zombies. It is simple.
Incorrect. No. Get out of here with your simplicity.
Nah, there's only one thing that beat Black Ops 1 zombies.
What's that?
That was Dead Ops Arcade.
Oh.
Get out of here.
You know what? You had Dead Ops Arcade 2. Black Ops 3.
Yeah,
and that was still fun.
Yep.
Dude,
Dead Ops
also,
Arcade is the only way I can stand zombies.
you can play all of the Black Ops 1 maps on Black Ops 3.
Yep.
And some Black Ops 2 ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 also had swords.
And you know what? That's not a bad thing.
Nope.
It also had stabs, but so did Black Ops 2.
Yep. That was great.
I don't know. Zombies really went off the wall, and that was one of its charms. Because it was always kind of a little bit ridiculous and tongue in cheek. A nuke, and then one of the characters, Dempsey, would be like, "Hey player, drop the chips and get me some ammo."
Damn.
And that's just, I love that.
Okay.
you know why Zombies was fun is because we didn't have all this backstory or all this convoluted
Shut
stuff
up!
in it.
Shut up! Well, your opinion is invalid, and you are wrong. How dare you?
Like Black Ops 1 Zombies,
My church, and you defile it like this.
like, how can you not think Black Ops 1 Zombies is far superior than any other Black Ops?
But you're the one who's saying that. And Black Ops 1 Zombies is, what do you call it? You're saying that it's not complicated with no story to it? You're thinking World at War Zombies. Because you know what? Black Ops 1 absolutely had a story where you went to the moon in the last DLC.
It did. But it wasn't like, what should I, like...
You nuked the Earth!
Like, you didn't need to care about the story. There's not, like, it's still the same,
You don't need to care about the story in any of the new installments either. They're just fun maps to play.
Yeah. And some characters did have a backstory. It's like if you really wanted to invest yourself in that character, you could, but it wasn't necessary for you to enjoy zombies.
Yeah, Zombies was all about the survival experience and getting better at it. And, if you were good, you made it to high round, you could do Easter egg shit without completing it. Because that's not necessary for you, but you can do it so you can get some cool guns.
Yeah, that's what my cousin did. He would jump in the robot on one of the big zombie maps.
Oh yeah, Origins. Yeah. That was Black Ops 2.
Yep. Yeah, he loved it.
So see, get out of here with your valid point.
And the thing is, he was younger than me, and he was better at zombies. I was better at multiplayer, but he was better at zombies. So I just kind of let him do that.
That's what he probably spent all of his time playing zombies. Like, the thing is with zombies, you can be bad at video games, but you can be good at zombies if you know
if you
know how to, if you know what you're doing. Like, eventually, they're gonna fucking come and, fuck your day up, but, you can look real good for the first couple of rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so best Zombies map.
He's on DS. There was a DS version of Black Ops. Somebody was telling me, it's like, this is the reason why you suck. You're buying every gun off the wall. And I'm like, shut up. It's a Nintendo DS. I don't have to try that hard.
Hey, I can respect the grind of buying every gun off the wall. If because at a certain point, it's like, you have the guns that are your go-tos, and then there's the ones that you get from the mystery box. But at a certain point, it's like, yeah, sure, I've got this pack-a-punched ray gun. But you know what? Let's try pack punching all the other guns. Like, I played the game for like 6 months without knowing that you could pack punch the starter weapon, that it turned into goddamn hand grenade launchers.
Yep. But my whole thing is, for me, I really wasn't interested in actually, like, on my DS at least, I wasn't interested in getting to those high rounds because it was uncomfortable to play. So that's the reason why I usually bought every gun off the wall, because I didn't play it any longer than 15 minutes.
Well, I still think 5 is the best zombies map from Black Ops 1 in the Pentagon.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
It's so good.
It had a kick-ass soundtrack by Eminem.
So good. You know why? Simplicity. That's it. Anyways.
It wasn't the teleporters and opening up pack punch. That was very simple. And then there was the Pentagon thief.
Yeah, but Black Ops 2, 3, I don't know. It's all over the place, you know, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, 5 was pretty good. I enjoyed the comedy at 5. That was really good.
Yeah.
The good old days.
I mean, who doesn't love playing as historical figures and hearing good old JFK killing zombies as Castro's in the background?
Mm-hmm. Really great.
All right, so
I do want to mention something.
Yep.
I had the most fun of these past 2 weeks, 3 weeks rather, watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Wooly Versus, playing through Halo 2 for the first time, and it was really, really great. Just saying. He usually plays fighting games, and he's like, he wants to break out of his comfort zone, so he decided to run through the John Halo collection.
Nice.
It's pretty funny because he's asking questions that I never thought to ask about the franchise, like why do they fire the Halo rings? Like, it kills everything, but it kills everything but the small things. Why? It makes no sense. But I was like, oh, I thought of that. It's pretty fun to watch. You've got like 3 hours of time to kill. Watch it. It's fun.
All right, and that's it. We only have these 2 topics. We do have little time left, so I just want to ask, what's everyone been playing recently?
Well, I just finished downloading Darkest Dungeon on PlayStation 4, so after this, I'm probably going to go play that. Maybe mentally suffer for a bit.
Nice.
I haven't really done anything. I played around with Rogue Company a little bit earlier. Valorant. That's really all I've been playing so far. I'm waiting to go through the Halo games at some point, but I kind of need a reason to play them. So yeah, I want to go back to them again, but I just don't think I can be bothered because I'm having too much fun watching someone else do it.
And I've been playing Beyond Two Souls recently.
That's an old title.
I know.
Yes, but anyway.
I like it. I like it so far. You know, anytime we get Willem Dafoe, I'm in. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Willem Dafoe is like, I'm in.
Oh, he's the best.
Anytime. He's fun.
Avenger me.
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't played it before, I do recommend it. You know, it's not as good as Detroit Become Human.
Well, I mean, it's by the same guy.
Yeah.
David Cage did really well. I recommend everybody to play Fahrenheit/Indigo Prophecy. If you were into Detroit Become Human and Beyond Two Souls, Indigo Prophecy and Fahrenheit was really good. You know where you get it from. It was called One Thing in Europe, One Thing here in America. It was pretty good.
I've also been playing Street Fighter V, and I'm just gonna say it's not really great. But anyways, let's wrap this up.
Damn, he moved on real quick from that. All right, we're gonna do that. I've been playing Jump Force lately.
He knows I'm about to roast the both of you. But
man,
what are you gonna roast me for hating on Jump Force? That shit just crashed like 5 times in one day within the span of an hour. Don't add me, bro.
Okay. I was about to say, you're one of those people that thought Jump Force was good. I was about to get on you.
Oh no! Here's the thing. A friend convinced me to do it because character creation. That's also why I got convinced to buy Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur is good though.
I don't care about playing fighting games. I care about, making characters. Like within the day after buying Soul Calibur, I had 75 creations made.
Wow.
Wait, did you not have to fight to get the armor pieces to make those characters?
DLC, my dude. DLC.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Also, fighting did not get me anything except for pain. And I did, most of the things that I was using for clothing, the stuff that was locked was usually like a cat suit and some sexy lingerie, neither of which was entirely necessary for what I was doing.
Wow. Alright, that was not that bad. You can, but, well, I was about to say, but I gotta get on the Street Fighter 5 over here. What did you expect was gonna happen?
Okay, look, here's the thing. I don't get why Street Fighter is the biggest fighting game franchise when every other fighting game series is better.
To be honest, it wasn't necessarily like that. See, this is the reason why I went back to Ultra Street Fighter 4. Ultra Street Fighter 4 was good. It's when they came out with 5 that messed everything up. So I just recommend everybody to go backwards. Just go to 4, and if possible, go back to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. You'll have more fun with those.
I have thoughts on Street Fighter 4 as well, but we're not going to get into that. So,
imagine enjoying fighting games for fighting games.
I do.
You want an actual good fighting game? Play Absolver. That's a really good one.
I heard Absolver was really good. Also For Honor.
For Honor also really good, but it's cancer.
Man,
those fighting games when you get down to it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Absolver isn't cancer, and it's beautiful. And I wish more people played it.
We'll throw down a minute at some point.
Hey man, you got it for the PS4. Let's throw down, my dude. I'm down.
You're gonna make me step down to the console peasant level?
You're goddamn right I am. If you want an opinion at this table, you have to step down for me.
Alright, fine.
That's right, fight me in the mud.
I'll okay. Alright, fine. The next game we play, you're fighting me in my glass house.
Alright, so let's wrap this up. Guys, final thoughts on everything we talked about today.
I don't care for Xbox.
There we go.
I don't care for Xbox. I'm deep down, I'm an Xbox guy. That's where I got my start. So, and that's why I'm on PC, because I have access to everything besides PlayStation. But I'm gonna say this: I might as well use my PlayStation card because I got Persona 5 The Royal for PS4, and I still haven't played it or opened it. Well, I take it back. I opened it just to get the dynamic theme with the music and everything. It's like it's kick ass to hear Persona 5 to start your PS4. But that's about it.
And my final thoughts is, like Fallen said, I'm not really an Xbox person, so I can't really say too much about most of the games that were shown. And fighting games are the best, so yeah. Anyways.
I can say that.
The best. Alright, so thank you for listening to this episode of the Digital Devils podcast. Guys, do you want to plug anything before we go?
You know me. I plug the same thing every week. Follow me on Twitch at Discord7. We do D&D content. Last week we did ReZero meme. That was mentally traumatizing for me, and I'm still recovering from it. Or you can find my podcast, Discord7 Productions, on YouTube.
Yep, and hey, and guess what? I'm on his D&D sessions. Sometimes during the middle of the week, so you can catch me there and have fun with me as well.
Yeah, and if you ever want us to talk about anything, just let us know in the comments, and just subscribe for all the latest gaming news each week.